Hey guys, and welcome to another Hack Galore, where I talk about the most recent unusual unboxes and just some of the best things in TF2 trading that have been going on. I do want to say I'm sorry for the fact there's not been any consistent content on this channel. I think it's been a month again since my last video, but I'm going to try and make up for that. I'm going to actually do a big giveaway over the next week or two, which is going to be both a celebration of hitting 50,000 subscribers on YouTube, of which I'm very thankful for, but also an apology just for the fact, there's not been any consistent content. I am kind of struggling to get these weekly videos out there. I would give you a bunch of excuses that I do have, but I just don't think it's worth mentioning them. I'll leave a comment on this video though if any of you do want to read up on just some of the things that have been going on in my life. But yeah, moving on to this Hack Galore. Some of you might remember Sandro, a guy that gave me a key and a crate on live stream. I actually made a video highlight out of this because I actually unboxed Unusual with the crate and key he gave me, but he himself has had some luck. He unboxed just 2 crates on a live stream of mine, and on the second crate he got a Burning Festivizer, level 69 too might I add. But yeah man, just a crazy hat I think. I've always been a fan of this one. I remember there was quite a lot of hype to it because people thought it was going to get turned into a misc just because it works with quite a few hats. I myself actually bought one of these because I thought they were going to get turned into a misc, but I think the last equip region update that Valve made was several months ago on the 21st of August, so whether or not there are going to be any more of these, unusuals getting turned into miscs, I don't know, but I definitely think it would be a decent addition to the bunch. A lot of you guys know I have a soft spot for the Robo Hat Unusuals, and the third ever Burning Flames Tyrantium helmet got unboxed just a few days ago. I personally think this is one of the better looking Robo Hats. It does look very similar to the Tyrant's helm. Obviously that's what it's based from, but I just think generally they are very similar. And I would definitely suggest to anyone who's maybe on a budget but wants to get maybe one of the god tier effects as an unusual, definitely review your options with the Robo Hats that exist in the game, because they are a lot more affordable than some of the more popular hats that people are buying and selling. For example, the Tyrant's helm is going for around 350 keys at the moment, and this guy's asking for less than half of that, and obviously it's the Robo version, so definitely consider it if you are one of those guys. And yeah. Some of you might remember Monkey from my last video, as he successfully brokered the Burning Team Captain and is now doing the same with the Burning Killer exclusive, but that's not why I'm mentioning him. He actually unboxed 2 unusuals in a live stream. On his 74th key he got a Burning Tungsten Toque, and then 4 crates later he got a Circling Hearts Hong Kong Cone, and I was actually there and a witness to that, so it's just kind of crazy and it was pretty hyped. But definitely lucky on the unboxes. He has actually brought 2 of the existing Sunbeam team captains into the game, so that just kind of puts things into perspective as to how lucky he's been. But I think he's unboxed a fair few thousand crates in his lifetime on TF2, so I'll be kind of curious to hear the stats as to how many unusuals he's got out of all those crates, and maybe I can give you a little number crunch next episode. But definitely nicely done, Monkey, congrats. A Crackcore and Speed managed to unbox a Burning Flames Uber Sternman for the medic, and that's now the 4th one that exists in the game. They were last priced around 30 buds, and this one is actually in level 100 edition, so it kind of caught my eye for that reason. She's actually had a lot of luck unboxing in the past. Some of you might remember she got the Burning Flames Mask of the Shaman slightly over a year ago, which is still sitting in a collector's backpack and still the only one that exists in the game. I'll be kind of curious to see how much that hat would go for if it was put on the market again, but as far as I'm concerned, that is still the rarest unusual in the game, and I was just honestly surprised to see this one on the market from the same person that unboxed that, so congrats. Mr. T managed to unbox a Burning Flames Pyromancer's Mask, and he's already sold this for 400 keys mixed to Cusco, but I was just kind of surprised to see that someone accepted within a few weeks an offer that wasn't just pure. Usually when these sort of god tier hats are unboxed, people are just saying like, yep, pure only, don't want unusual offers, but this guy actually accepted 150 keys, a Purple Energy Cold Killer and a Purple Energy Tarshan Tyroline, so it's kind of cool to see that people aren't always after pure, especially now that buds for most people aren't considered a currency as far as trading for unusuals and just things in TF2 goes. But yeah, awesome to see this sold pretty quick, and congrats on the unbox. Plebe Leader managed to unbox the first ever Burning Flames tip lid, and this is a hat that came to the game with a lot of hype, not only because it's all class and Burning Flames, but because of where the hat originates from. It came into the game through the charity livestream Tip of the Hats, which was very successful in 2013, but also 2014 as well, where they actually raised over $100,000, and I'm actually surprised it sold for as much as it did. I thought it would get more. It sold for around 72 buds, 67 of those were pure, and the rest included a Max's head and then some CSGO items. I don't think this guy actually played much TF2. If I remember correctly when I was speaking to him, he said it only took him a few crates and he really didn't know how much to sell it for, so he wasn't a trader and he just struck gold. So congrats to Plebe. And I've actually had a little look into whether there's going to be a Tip of the Hats this year live stream, and I looked at the Twitter and they have said that they are going to be working on it, but it is quite a few months away, so hopefully that's something we can all look forward to, and I know I'm very excited for that. Clued, who unboxed a Burning Flames Ninja Hood and got into the last hat galore, has once again unboxed another god tier, the Sunbeams Ninja Hood, which is, I thought he was lying when he told me. I honestly did. I do have him added, and he actually unboxed this just a week after the Burning one. He sold it fairly quickly for around 40 buds for pure, which would be around 400 keys as to when the buds were actually, you know, received. But I'm honestly just shocked that someone can have this kind of luck, especially just unboxing the same hat as an unusual. But the fact they are both god tier, like Burning and Sunbeams, really? Who does that? But very nicely done, Clued, and I hope at some point you put your Burning one back on the market. I know he said that he wants to wait till another Burning Flames Ninja Hood gets unboxed before he sells it, but I'm honestly surprised at that, because usually you'd want to sell a hat at its most hype moment. Just a week ago we had a Scorching Brotherhood of Arms unboxed by Soap, and that sold for around 140 buds in total. It was a mixed offer, though it did include 100 keys and 20 buds pure, though the hats included were the Burning Brigade Helm, the Cloudy Moon Fedora, the Cloudy Moon Brain Bucket, and a Roboactive Honcho's headgear. So definitely a decent offer, and it is, as I said earlier, cool to see people that aren't just taking pure. They are obviously open to these unusual or mixed offers, as we call them. But yeah, definitely one of the best hats unboxed over the last couple of weeks. It was last priced on backpack.tf at around 1,000 keys. I have to say I am very surprised that there's not been a Burning Flames one of these unboxed yet. We already have 2 Sunbeams, 2 Scorching, we even have 2 green and purple energy versions of these hats, so I'm kind of curious to see what the Burning Flames one will sell for when it finally does get unboxed. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you reckon a Burning Flames one of these could actually go for? And I do hope you guys have enjoyed this hat galore. I know it's been a long time coming. Definitely not 2 weeks after the last hat galore like I did plan to make it, but I'm going to be trying to be quite a bit more consistent on this YouTube channel. The last thing I want though is to upload videos that I'm not happy with, so if that does start to happen, you think I could improve these in any way, let me know. As far as the hat galores go, definitely let me know ways I can improve them generally, because I do want to make better content for you guys. And if you do want to show your support, obviously leave a like and a comment, and I will see you next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Bye.